Have you ever wondered what is the male gaze and the female gaze? Yes, today I'm going to break it down for you. What is the male gaze? Well, basically, the male gaze and the dating dynamics is how men see women and how women see men. So let's take this further. How does men see women? In a nutshell, men see women through their bodies. In other words, most of us men, we objectify women. Why is that? Because we are social creatures of looks. We value attraction. We value looks, beauty, youthfulness. Right? This is our first priority. It's not about how intelligent you are, how caring you are, how godly you are. All these things are secondary. When we talk about the male gaze basically is body parts. How beautiful you are, pointed nose, big boobs, big booty, the list goes on and on, beautiful smile. All these things is a big turn on for us men. So when it comes to dating, the reason why most men fall short is because of the male gaze. The male gaze is not talking about how intelligent you are, what are your capabilities. Those are all secondary for most men. The first thing men see in women, us men, right? We see the body parts first. That's the big turn on. So that's the male gaze in a nutshell. So what is the female gaze? The female gaze, basically, you look at personality first. You look at emotions first. And stories. How smooth talking the guy is. Maybe when he speaks, his words drip honey. Like a siren. When she sings, the siren sings. She will literally lure someone with her voice. That's how most women get drawn away, get mesmerized, get titillated. Why? Because most women fall in love with personality, with story, with emotions, right? So that's the contrary. These are the two distinctive differences between us men and women. Because most women, they don't know that we speak different language when it comes to dating. Because I've seen a lot of women, they struggle to keep men or to even attract men. Why? Because they don't know how us men communicate. Us men, we're explicit. Whilst you women, you are quite implicit. You do things overtly, right? Whilst us, we do things overtly. You are more subtle. That's why most times I've seen women, in most cases, they try to give choosing signals to most men, but most men miss the point. Because the way you do it in a very subtle way, by flicking the hair, coming in close proximity to the guy you like. You know, most guys, they miss that part. Or most guys, they don't have confidence anyway. But in most cases, most guys miss the subtle point you give. Right? Especially when you're giving eye contact once or twice. Most men, they hesitate. They think doubting. If they are sure before making a move. And all these things, this hesitant behavior makes most men unsuccessful in dating. Right? And let me talk about women, most women as well. Most women, the reason why they're missing the point is because they miss how men look at them. When a man is constantly looking at you, they can't take their eyes off you. You must know that there's something deep they're looking at. They like what they see. They keep staring at you to the point where sometimes if you're not confident as a woman, you start missing steps the way you are because of this overtly. Whilst you do things overtly, right? You take your time. You don't want to make it obvious, right? Us men, we do things breezily. Yes, with no prevarication. Whilst you women, we are quite prevarications in your acting. In that way, it takes a man that is more skilled in the dating dynamics to pick up those clues. But most men, they miss that. That's why you, as a woman, if you like a man, make it known. Sometimes it doesn't take nothing from you. Be communicative. Oh, I like your style. I like the way you dress. Those sorts of compliments opens the door for communication so that the man will be confident to approach you.